Dear viewers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be learning regarding the computation of the taxable capital gain. Kindly watch the video till the end, like it, share among your friends and subscribe the channel. If you have already subscribed the channel, kindly ignore the message. If you have any comments about the video, please put your comments in the comment box. Now, let's move to the whiteboard. This is a problem on computation of taxable capital gain. So the problem is like this here. From the following particulars, let me stretch here. From the following particulars furnished by Mr. Facebook, compute his capital gain for the assessment year 2021. He owns a house which was purchased in the year 1999 for rupees 4,50,000, but its a fair market value as on 1/4/2001 was rupees 5,60,000. He spent rupees 55,200 during 2011-12 for its improvement. He incurred selling expenses of rupees 11,000. He sold this property for rupees 20,15,000. The CII, that is cost inflation index, for financial year 2001 to 2011-12 and 2019-20 were 100, 184 and 289 respectively. So now we need to solve this problem here. So let's understand this problem first. So this is a very simple problem. The assessee has sold a residential property which was acquired by him in 1999. Then he has incurred improvement of rupees 55,200 in 2011-12, and he has incurred selling expenses of rupees 11,000. So here we should compare the cost of acquisition of rupees 4,50,000 with the market value, fair market value as on 1/4/2001 was rupees 5,60,000. So whichever is beneficial means it is a fair market value. So let's write down here computation of taxable capital gain. So name of assessee Mr. Facebook, previous year 2019-20, assessment year 2020-21. So let me insert the column here. So particulars particulars rupees. So sale of residential house. So the sale value here it is given as rupees 20,15,000. So from this we should deduct less selling expenses. Selling expenses amounted to rupees 11,000. So 11,000. The difference here is a net consideration. So it will be 20,04,000. So from this we should deduct less ICA, that is indexed cost of acquisition. So here we should adopt fair market value. So rupees 5,60,000 multiplied by 289. So let me underline here to divide this here to show divide sign. So here the CII will be 100 as it is given in the problem. So it comes to 16,18,400. So now we should also deduct less ICI, that is indexed cost of improvement, rupees 55,200 multiplied by 289. So let me underline to divide this here, divided by. So we should ascertain the CI for the year 2011-12, which is given the problem as 184. So the multiplication here we are going to arrive 86,700. So 86,700. So when we take the sum of this here, so we are going to arrive the sum of this, it comes to 17,05,000. 17,05,100. So the difference here is capital gain before exemption. So it will be 2,98,900. 2,98,900. So there are no exemptions which are claimed by this here. So let me write here less exemption. So there are no exemption here. So just let's put a dash here. So that taxable long-term capital gain, that comes to rupees 2,98,900. So the note here is fair market value is adopted for finding indexed cost of acquisition, as it is beneficial to the assessee. So this is a simple problem here. So this is the answer here. So let me make this as a board here. So suppose if the cost of acquisition is greater than the fair market value, in such case we should take a cost of acquisition. So whichever is beneficial, that means whichever is higher, that we should take, so that will help in reducing his capital gain tax. Thank you.